It's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I have a few projects I wanted to share with you. Not a lot. I don't get out crafting near as much. I've been trying to get organized, so I'm getting closer on that. But hubby and I did these ones. I think this one was the one he did, and this was the one I did, but it was a while ago, so I'm not positive. I'll just put that into my little stash of cards. My daughter is a teacher, so I could always use it, find a way to use it for her. At the library craft day in June, we did these little altered Altoid tins, a mini forest. This was mine. Hubby, we did one for hubby too, where he chose the papers that went in there, and we just used regular rocks on his, but his is at the house, so I don't have it here. Mine I thought I would leave over here kind of on display, so that was why I brought it over. I got my June card club kit from Echo Park, and I made the 3 cards that they show you how to do. This one I'm like, when I did the other 2 cards first, we got this one, I'm like, well, I don't think that was the pink I was supposed to use. I think it was supposed to be this pink, but I didn't have enough of that one left because it's on the back of the bows, and it was used in a couple different projects. So that's what the first one was. Here's the next one, Thinking of You. I almost thought about trying to switch this out because I just don't like the best day ever, because I'll probably send it to my mother-in-law, but I'm just going to go with it. And then this one, which I really liked this one, because I have to do a sentiment inside. I'll probably add those to I have a little file over at the house where I try to have like a couple months worth of cards lined up, because I mail her one a week. And I try to throw any special occasions in there, like the week of the 4th, I sent her kind of a patriotic themed one. Her birthday, of course, I'll send a birthday one. But I was kind of trying to do more summery ones over the summer, and I thought the flowers worked for that. And I'll probably try to get some fall ones put together for the fall. But I'm just trying to get that all done. I've been hard at work on my cataloging my dies. So I've also been participating in Tiffany's home organization challenge. This week is cleaning stuff, and my daughter did say the cleaning closet does need to be straightened up. So I'll probably get some input from them too, because the cleaning closet is theirs. So, Tiffany says one central location for cleaning, but I keep separate cleaning stuff back in our room, because I clean my bedroom and our bathroom, of course, and out here. I have cleaning supplies out here too, because I don't want to have to bring things from the house over to here. So I just keep what I need here. Honestly, at our old house, we lived in a 2-story house. One of the things my illness gives me is chronic fatigue. So I had a little cleaning station in every room, which Tiffany basically kind of said she doesn't think it's a good idea, but I'm like, for me, that worked best. Because just going and getting the cleaning caddy and bringing it to whatever room used part of my energy. Seriously, especially when it's really flared up bad. So having the little cleaning, most of the rooms had IKEA cubes of some sort in them. So I had like one cube where I stashed my cleaning cloths and whatever products I used in that room. It might have been overkill on the cleaning products, but it worked for me. And I kind of do the similar here. One thing, I can't use real harsh cleaning supplies because they give me migraines. And migraines give me flares of my illness. It's like this vicious circle going on. So I like the Mrs. Meyer products. I find they seem to get things clean, and it's got a nice scent to it, but it's not overwhelming. So I get a lot of the seasonal scents. So what I've done is I use one of Tiffany's slide stash in stores, and I put I have one for each season, winter, spring, summer, fall, and I just keep them downstairs. And I just bring that one season up, and I have a little place on the shelf where I can store the current season. I usually switch them every month, I'll be honest. I know that seems overkill, but I just like having the different scents. So, and it works for me, so I'm just going to continue to do my stuff that way. We do need to try to get some shelves up in the laundry room, because I'd like to move the toilet paper and paper towels into that area. Right now they're kind of in the pantry area. I'd like to move them and maybe move maybe a few other things can go up there too. But I'd like to get those. I bought the shelves. I need to get my nephew over and see if he can get them hung up. I was hoping, I have a spice cabinet. That's what it was intended for anyways, that my father-in-law made. So it needs to be cleaned up because it's been packed in the basement since we moved. So it needs to be cleaned up. And I want to get that hung up. And I'm going to use it to display some of my little things on for the different seasons. I never found it had enough space for spices. You'd have to be somebody who doesn't use a lot of different spices in order for it to work, because you could maybe fit a dozen on it. So it's just not enough room. So I'm going to use it for decor. And then he also made a perpetual calendar for me that needs to get cleaned up so we can get that hung up. And then in the craft room, I'm doing the year-long Get Organized challenge. And this month, July, is dye month in it. If you're interested in that, I post the information in the Get Organized with Totally Tiffany group and in my Facebook group, Barb's Craft Studio. And I also have a blog that includes all the stuff. I'm actually, for July, using last July's post on my blog. But if I think about it, I will try to put like a link to my blog post and my groups. The two groups, but we'll see. I did get all of my themed dyes done. I need to do my seasonal dyes, and I don't have a lot of those, so I'm thinking I might grab for July unless something weird happens, because my goal was just the themed and the seasonal dyes. Some of them have stamps and dyes, but I saved the ones with stamps that had stamps and dyes for dye month, because I had so many stamps that were just stamps. So but I'm thinking, if I know I have a bunch of stamps that came with the Diamond Press watercoloring sets that I have not cataloged yet. So I might try to get those stamp sets cataloged if I can. That's kind of my goal. If I don't finish those, I can always hold them over. Because like I said, July is dye month, and I kind of split the stamps up just because I had so many stamp sets. I knew that, honestly, I wasn't sure I could finish all the ones that I had for last month, but I did. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get the rest of the ones that have any stamps in them done during dye month. And then next month is embossing folders. I don't have a lot of brand new ones, but since I switched the way I was storing some of my embossing folders, I need to make another sample of the embossing folder to put into, before I had them cataloged, the ones that were themed, I had them stored right in my scrap rack, and I've kind of moved them where I'm mixing my die stamps and embossing folders and, things like that all into one place. So I need to make a extra image of them to put in the catalog for that area, because before I didn't worry about that because the whole thing was right in the theme. So I need to catalog the place where I had them filed before. Trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, I did switch my Echo Park. That's what these cards were from. It was the Echo Park Card Kit Club. This month's theme was Flower Shop. It came from this one, all those 3 cards that I showed you. I canceled the card kit club. I decided to go with the project kit. When I went to cancel it, and I know I've looked before to see how to cancel, and I've always seen it in my account managed subscriptions. When I went to, I was subscribed to the project kit. I went to cancel the card kit, and I'm like, the managed subscription's not here anymore. So I had to send him a message, and she says, oh, no problem. She says, I just went ahead and canceled the card kit, and I see you are already enrolled in the project kit. I said, yep. But this is like one of the extra projects they have for the project kit this month. Is the theme of the papers is craft room. So I debated when to start it, but it's like there's really not going to be a good time wise. We'll see how budget wise this goes with me. I did like the card kit, but I really like working with 12 by 12 paper, so I kind of thought I might like that one better. And one thing I didn't like is this month in the Flower Shop one, the Flower Shop card kit, they gave you the 3 cards that they send with the kit, but usually they have extra projects, and they didn't have any this month. So, which I kind of found weird, because I think that encouraged me to buy the add-on stuff, the kit, the extra projects. I still need to do all those for the other card kits that I had, but I will try to get that done. But we'll see how it goes. Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to share with you. I think that's it. I do want to start filming my reading stuff. I just haven't had time. I'm trying to get organized in here this summer. I'm trying to finish as much as I can. I did a lot in June. I'm trying to do really well in July and August, because my oldest daughter goes back to work. She's a teacher at the end of August. So I want to get as much done before then as I can. I think some of the upcoming, I'm trying to think what the themes are for the upcoming months of the challenge. I know August is embossing folders. I think September is like punches, stencils, and templates. October, I think, is color. November, I think, is adhesives and other tools. And then December is travel. I thought the travel one would be good for December, because it's not... Actually, the last 2 months, I think, will have a lot less for most people. So with the holidays in November and December, I think that might be easier on people. And I know for me, anything I don't finish up to that point, I can do then. My adhesives, I keep in pretty good shape. I probably should check a few just to make sure they're still sticky and stuff like that. But I do want to bring a couple carts over here. I think I'm hoping they'll fit. And I want to bring a couple of Tiffany's carts. I want to put a couple under my YouTube table that sits in front of me here. And do it as a setup for YouTube. Try to think of a few different categories that maybe I can do. And then, like my projects, I can put completed projects in one of the baskets that I want to share. Haul stuff can go... I might reserve... I'm thinking 2 carts, because that'll give me like 6 baskets. And I want to come up with 5 categories. But I figured I'd have 2, like the top 2 on each, for haul stuff, so I can kind of divide it up that way. But we'll see how it goes. That's kind of my goal. I used to use these a lot, but I used to have a couple of big cubes emptied that I could put these in, and I don't really have those anymore, just with the way I used up. Odd part is I added more cubes, but I put different things in some of the cubes than I did before. So I filled them up doing that. And those ones, well, they might fit in the IKEA ones. I do think they do, now that I think about it. I think the ones that don't fit in the IKEA ones are the Her spider binders, they don't fit in the IKEA cubes because they're just too big. So I used to use the Michaels 16-inch cubes, which I'm a little annoyed that Michaels, when they redesigned them, they made them, they're not quite 16 anymore. They're like 15 and a half or 15 and 3/4. Just small enough that the spider binders won't fit in them. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.